It was Friday, 7:30 p.m. Elf 6 Studios had an update. Some of Dave's Roblox friends were visiting the studios. But today, Dave was distracted. He felt like he was being watched. Dave had a strong desire to climb down into a hole. Something beckoned him underground. Something was different down here. And there it was. He caught a glimpse of something. Where had this all come from? He had never seen this place before.
Nope.
He ran off, keen to discover what was here. Being the gentleman, he let the lady go first. And then went to make sure the little dude was okay. He bravely scouted ahead, to ensure his friend's safety. This was the strangest place he had ever seen, and it gave him an unnerving feeling. How far did it go, who had built it, and why did it suddenly appear? And what was making that humming noise? Too many questions for a Friday evening. Dave was now getting lost, and he felt like he had been here for years. Had he actually gone mad and this was a dream? He didn't know, or care. He pressed on to seek the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
One of the companions had found an air vent. So they all climbed through. And one by one used Dave's head as a landing pad, much to his amusement.
You little...
Dave's nerves were starting to fray. This place was wearing him down. His companions thought it was lunchtime. They continued to search. Then they came upon a different kind of area. It looked as though the builders had just left, or vanished. Then Dave discovered a hole. But his companions had gone off somewhere. He went to find them, and found them hiding in a broom closet. But, what was this? It's a little BR7H avatar, the developer of games such as Be a Dad and Get Milk, and Get Divorced at 3 a.m. They jumped into the hole, and landed in another kind of place. This was all tiled floors. And swimming pools. Dave's instincts kicked in and he knew he would have to get wet. He jumped in, and yes, there was another vent. He now had a concussion, after swimming into the wall. Out the other side, and more of the same. Was there no way out of this madness? And then, you guessed it, another hole. He jumped down. This time he managed to break both legs, to add to his concussion, and the can of beer in his pocket got squashed, so he also had beer pouring down his broken legs, like he had peed himself, which actually he had, but we will keep that one a secret. Now he had found a door, and he realized he had lost his friends. Hang on, I think he has been here before, the other side of this barrier. Oh, great. Dave now had poop in his pants, to add to the pee and 2 broken legs and concussion and no drink. Where did these two appear from? The two companions kept their distance, because quite frankly, Dave smelt terrible. Then a very big hole. Little dude dived straight in, before his nasal hairs melted. Then Slipknot landed on Dave's concussion. He now had double concussion to add to his other concussion and 2 broken legs that both smelled of stale beer and poop. If they didn't find fresh air soon they would all die of the stench. Then, Lo and behold, for this is a religious movie, they happened upon the entrance. Little dude ran the wrong way trying to escape Dave's trousers, so Dave called him back. But he was nowhere to be seen. Dave got out, before anything else went wrong. The one thing on his mind though, was the fact there are no showers at Elf 6 Studios. He had just have to pretend it was someone else who stank. Dave went to check on his cars. Was it the concussion, or were these cars all breathing? Dave went to find Shadow Pig, who was calling himself Elf Six-Pack Dave. He was showing off his levitation skills. The stench caught him off guard, and he exploded. Again. Dave had heard about Shadow Pig's huge cat, but had never seen it. The others showed him where it was. But the goo that was oozing out his trousers had glued his feet to the concrete. For some insane reason, Dave's friends wanted him to go down another hole, into another confined space. These guys were hardcore. And then, there was Maxwell, the fattest cat Dave had ever seen. The cat hissed at Dave, and its fur started to turn ginger. Dave insulted the cat, Six-Pack got out his gun. The cat was hissing, Six-Pack was shouting, Little Dude was jumping, and Dave was smelling, and then Little Dude vanished. Six-Pack had vaporized him when trying to kill Dave, maybe because he insulted his cat, or maybe it was his cologne. So they decided they would go racing. The good thing is, that in Roblox, you never really die, you just respawn and start again. Dave thought it would be a good idea to look after little guy, after all, he died for the cause. As I was saying. See, no harm done. So the gang continued their racing, until Dave felt giddy. Dave had to stop racing, he blamed his concussion. He went to find some peace and quiet, but bumped into Six-Pack, who had now become 12-Pack. 12-Pack was pretending to be a gorilla for reasons better known to himself. Dave decided to climb to the top of the obby, to get some air, and maybe the wind could dry out his messy trousers. Some idiot had spilled green sludge all over the place. Dave knew better than to step in it, he already had enough sludge in his trousers, thank you very much. Dave was feeling ever more giddy, and his head was pounding. He almost fell off one of the platforms, which would have broken 2 more legs. The solitude didn't last long though, 12-Pack had shrunk back to 6-Pack. And Little Dude had turned into Big Dude. but had forgotten to put his shoes on. This was Dave's chance at explaining the stench. Big Dude came to join them, and Dave mentioned his feet were extremely whiffy. Big Dude offered up his feet to Six Pack. Six Pack exploded, again. His feet were actually more potent than World War I mustard gas. Six Pack respawned and came back for another dose. This time the smell sucked all his insides out of him. He was now half-pack. Dave pleaded with Big Dude to stop wafting his hobbit feet in his general direction. But then Dave became the next victim of Feetmageddon. Dave respawned, which was good, because it fixed his treble concussion and 4 broken legs. But he now felt incredibly hungry. As luck would have it, a walking pizza came into view, but not for long, because Six Pack exploded again. Pizza Guy told Dave he was a huge fan, but Dave knew he was really a pizza. Hey, don't blame me for the lame gags, I'm just the narrator. Six Pack was trying to muscle in on Dave's dinner, but then he fainted. Dave forgot about Pizza Guy, because he thought he saw a dude running around in his undercrackers. This was getting out of hand as usual. Dave didn't want to look, but Naked Guy was running over. Six Pack had got his gun back out and was shooting Naked Guy. Dave got caught in the crossfire. He then turned his anger towards Dave, because Dave had insulted his fat cat. Naked Guy tried hiding behind Dave, by climbing onto Dave's back. Six Pack killed everyone, then somehow lost his shirt too. This was turning into a horror movie. Dave wasn't comfortable with all these semi-naked people in his studio. Then Six Pack's trousers vaporized. Dave was getting his headache back. Why couldn't he just have a normal life? Maybe he should go back to playing first-person shooter games, where you didn't have to worry about this kind of thing, you simply went round killing people. He asked Six Pack to find some clothes, so off he went to find some. Then, just to make things even more random, we had a visit from Santa. Pizza Guy was so pleased to see him. Up until he killed Dave, that is.
Headshot.
Yeah, Santa killed an elf. When Dave respawned, he remembered how hungry he was. At this point, I would like to say that if you are wondering where this story is going, then so am I. If you actually got to this point of the video, A, what is wrong with you, and B, if you want to be in the next studio video, be sure to visit next time. Thanks to everyone that made it. Love ya.
Nope.